Hello, leaders, and welcome to a special IMAA Leadership Series celebrating NAIDOC Week. This week, we're talking to Danny Fitzgerald from Shine People Solutions. We're talking about how we can employ First Nations people into our sector and into our industry. Without further ado, Danny, over to you.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it. Hi, everyone. My name is Danny. I am a proud Coomera woman. My mob are from Southwest Queensland, and I would like to acknowledge the Yagara people as the traditional owners of the land on which I am calling in from today. I pay my deepest respects to their elders, past and present, and recognise their enduring connection to this land and their rich cultural heritage. Sam's asked me to be here today to talk to you about Shine People Solutions, which is the amazing company that I have the privilege of working for and the exceptional services that we provide. So I'll start off with the history of Shine People Solutions. So my directors, Tegan and Greg Sachs, started the company 14 years ago, and we have now become the recruiter's choice for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander professionals and white-collar workers. Shine People Solutions is a Supply Nation certified, Indigenous owned and operated recruitment agency that specialises in the permanent recruitment of Aboriginal and or Torres Strait Islander professionals and white collar workers. Back in the early days of the business, we were primarily focused on recruitment in the employment services sector. Many of our clients had offices in regional and remote areas, and my director Tegan was coming across Indigenous candidates as part of that recruitment, and where possible, she would mentor them and provide career advice over and above the usual recruitment that we were normally doing. About 8 years ago, the company became Supply Nation certified, and from there, we've just taken off. We have companies coming to us all the time looking for assistance in expanding their Indigenous workforce, and also just get some advice as well around how it is that they can change their strategies and change what they're doing in their companies to attract more Indigenous candidates. So let's start off with what sets Shine apart from other recruitment agencies. So our approach is unique as we aim to achieve distinct outcomes by taking the time to understand our candidates and their career aspirations. By engaging in meaningful conversations, we adopt an Indigenous approach that emphasises connection. When collaborating with our clients or employers, we maintain the same approach. We assume the responsibility of thoroughly evaluating organisations to ensure they genuinely embrace reconciliation rather than just fulfilling a requirement. What are the types of roles that we recruit for? So our recruitment expertise covers a wide range of white-collar positions spanning from administrative roles right through to senior management positions. We possess extensive experience in recruiting for various positions across diverse industries. For instance, we've successfully recruited for a general manager role for a global company, showcasing our ability to secure top-tier leadership talent, and we've also recruited for administration trainees for a non-for-profit organisation, demonstrating our versatility in fulfilling entry-level roles. We often split our roles into two categories. One type is a position we would expect an Indigenous person to be working within. For example, an Indigenous Affairs Manager or Cultural Heritage Officer. And the other roles are more general, so finance, HR, procurement. By differentiating between these categories, we can ensure that Indigenous individuals have opportunities to work in positions that align with their unique backgrounds and perspectives. Simultaneously, we also cater to clients seeking candidates for non-Indigenous roles, ensuring a comprehensive range of recruitment solutions. So what does our talent pool look like? So due to the limited number of candidates available, it is challenging to determine the exact composition of the talent pool. Therefore, the key factor lies in the flexibility of the company we're recruiting for regarding their expectations and requirements. Unlike traditional recruiters who often present long lists of candidates, we invest additional time in understanding the specific needs and preferences of our candidates. We also dedicate extra effort to thoroughly grasp the job brief provided by the client. As a result, we typically send a curated selection of 3 to 4, sometimes even fewer individuals who are suitable for the role. It's important to emphasise the significance of organisational flexibility. While exceptional candidates do exist, finding the right match depends on the willingness to be adaptable in defining requirements and the openness to develop talent internally. What are some of our success stories? Our portfolio is filled with numerous success stories thanks to our collaboration with exceptional organisations that exhibit flexibility, openness, and a willingness to develop candidates. One remarkable example involves our partnership with a global resource company, where we have successfully recruited over 20 senior Indigenous professionals. Attracting Indigenous individuals to work in the resource sector is typically more challenging compared to non-for-profit organisations or community services. However, this organisation has implemented unique strategies to attract and nurture Indigenous talent. We engage with this organisation in two primary ways. First, by assisting them to filling open positions with Indigenous candidates, and second, by proactively identifying and recommending potential candidates who may be a good fit. This organisation demonstrates a commitment to creating roles specifically for our candidates and prioritises career development and accelerated career path planning. So we've chatted about the successes. What are the challenges? Some of the challenges that we see in the work that we do is that even despite the presence of reconciliation action plans and the goal of achieving 3% Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander workforce, the primary obstacle arises when companies exhibit inflexibility in their recruitment and procurement practices. The key determinant lies in whether companies are willing to enact necessary changes to attain the desired outcomes. Even with a pool of talented Indigenous individuals available, companies will struggle to attract and retain Indigenous staff if they are unwilling to modify their strategies. Companies must adopt a tailored approach that recognises the unique factors that influence Indigenous candidates. Building relationships with Indigenous communities becomes essential. Success in this area depends on the company's ability to adapt practices, embrace diversity, and foster an inclusive culture that values and supports Indigenous employees. So how can companies make themselves more attractive to Indigenous candidates? The solution lies in prioritising relationship building and cultivating positive word of mouth. Merely showcasing achievements on paper or in a brochure is insufficient. This is where our role at Shine becomes significant. At Shine, we play a vital role in effectively conveying the values and mission of the company to potential Indigenous candidates. By wholeheartedly believing in the company's purpose and impact, we can genuinely communicate that enthusiasm to candidates. This authenticity and passion can be contagious and generates excitement and interest amongst our clients and candidates. We can highlight unique opportunities and roles within a company that aligns with the skills and aspirations of Indigenous candidates. By showcasing how their talent can be applied in unexpected ways, we broaden their perspective and ignite enthusiasm about potential career paths they may not have previously considered. Authenticity and internal changes play a crucial role in creating an inclusive environment for companies. It is vital for companies to genuinely embrace inclusivity and diversity, avoiding tokenistic gestures and superficial efforts. So how can you make a difference, and where can you start as a leader within your company? You have the power to create a meaningful impact by starting at the highest level, especially when it comes to Indigenous affairs. Having Indigenous representation at senior positions within the organisation is essential, as it promotes visibility and allows Indigenous employees to envision themselves in influential roles. This approach goes beyond tokenism and fosters genuine inclusion by providing Indigenous individuals with aspirational growth opportunities. By demonstrating a commitment to diversity and representation at the top level, you send a powerful message to your workforce, showcasing the value on Indigenous perspectives and contributions. This inclusive approach not only benefits Indigenous employees, but also strengthens the overall organisational culture by leveraging diverse experiences and expertise at the leadership level. The road to reconciliation does not end with recruitment. It extends to creating an inclusive workplace culture that respects, understands, and celebrates Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander heritage. A culture where Indigenous professionals can thrive without losing their unique identity, where their voices are heard and their stories are told. This is the essence of reconciliation. Shine doesn't just give you access to a vast network of Indigenous talent, it connects you to the heart of the Aboriginal and/or Torres Strait Islander communities. With Shine, you're not merely hiring employees, you're embracing a rich, resilient culture that has thrived through adversity. The narrative is changing, the demand for reconciliation is stronger than ever. Shine is here to help your organisation navigate this new landscape, ensuring that your journey towards reconciliation is genuine, respectful and impactful. We're not asking you to change the past, we're asking you to change the future. It's time for a new chapter in Australia's history. As we envision a future of recognition, respect and reconciliation, I invite you to explore further and discover how Shine People Solutions can support the growth of your Indigenous workforce. For more information, please visit our website or feel free to reach out to me using the contact details displayed on your screen. Together, let's take this meaningful step towards building a more inclusive and diverse workplace. Thank you for your time today.
Danny, thank you. You know, First Nations people are very underrepresented within our sector. And I think a lot of our members would be very interested in learning how we can shake that up as well. So thank you so much for your time. We'll share the details with everyone. Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate it.